Dun, 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 dun. This is the music to Narnia. Before I speak, to set the mood, to set the mood. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are you ready to hear the story of Narnia? If you're ready, say yeah! Wonderful! Well, firstly, let me just introduce myself. My name is Edmund, and I found out about Narnia when I was just a boy, about 10 years ago. But Narnia has been existing in its own magical place for years and years and years. In fact, I don't know how long ago it was when Narnia was made, but I do know who made Narnia. Narnia, the magical place, was made by a great, magnificent, powerful, strong, good lion. And his name was Aslan. Now, in a moment, I'm going to introduce you to Aslan. But before I do that, I will tell you how I found the place of Narnia as just a human being, as a man of Adam. I was in a big house and there was a magic secret wardrobe that Aslan had made. And I was one of the first people. My sister Lucy was first, but I was the second person, one of the first, to go through the wardrobe and to find Narnia. And I'll tell you what happened, but first, would you like to meet the maker of Narnia, the maker of the wardrobe? Would you like to meet Aslan? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the wardrobe, and get ready to give a lovely, massive, warm welcome clap to our magnificent lion, Aslan. Dun 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 dun, some Narnia music as Aslan comes out. And I say, give Aslan a big massive clap. Wow, Aslan, you are looking fantastic as usual. Now, Aslan, shall I tell them about some of the troubles that we've had? I think we should. Some of the troubles that we've had, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is although Aslan was the ruler of Narnia, there was somebody else that entered into Narnia who wasn't quite so nice. There was somebody who went to Narnia who was actually evil. We first knew them as the White Princess, but later on, their reputation gave them the name the White Witch. Okay, now, I'm going to introduce you to the White Witch. She seems very nice. She seems very attractive, but the White Witch is evil. So, everybody, this is the White Witch. I don't know, some music as the White Witch comes out and looks all evil, and I say, the White Witch, everybody. Now, I'll tell you the story of what happened. Aslan, he left Narnia as the White Witch took over. So Aslan, goodbye. Aslan leaves off the stage. We have some music, maybe some sad music, maybe some scary music. I don't know. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Boom. And now we were left with the White Witch. Now the White Witch, everybody loved her at first because the White Witch knew how to make it snow. Snowstorm starts. Tiffany starts now, junga, 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 making it snow as I'm talking. And the whole village, the whole magical land of Narnia, the people, the trees, the nature, the animals would give the White Witch a big, massive round of applause. Woo! They all clap, they all cheer because Tiffany's doing such an amazing trick. And then I say, but, although it was magical, although the snow was beautiful, the White Witch was evil. So although it was always snowing, it was never Christmas. It would always be winter and never be Christmas. And this made everybody so sad because we were so excited about Christmas. And then that's when we realised we just wanted Aslan back. We just wanted Aslan to return to the land of Narnia, to rescue us from the evil White Witch, to slay her down and to bring the sunshine back again, to bring the seasons back, the autumn, the winter, to bring back Christmas. Would that be fantastic, everybody? Wouldn't it be brilliant? Yeah, it would be. But Aslan just wouldn't come back at this point, by the way. Tiffany's just wandering around looking evil. She's very good at that. And we really wanted Aslan to come back. So we would say, come back, Aslan. Come back, Aslan. Come back, Aslan. Come back. And then Aslan one day returns. Whoa, we go crazy. We give Aslan a clap and we're ready for him to slay the White Witch. This is where it turns a bit like WWE because we're expecting the Aslan to slay the White Witch. But what's happening? Aslan has given himself up over to the White Witch. The White Witch tied Aslan up into some rings of death, ready to kill him. At this point, Tiffany starts now tying up cats. She can totally take her time. It can take her, I don't know, however long it takes me to talk right now, just time me. And nobody knew quite just why Aslan let himself be captured by the witch. But there was one person that did know, and that person was me. Because I had become befriended by the White Witch, and the White Witch had brainwashed me, and she'd turned me into a traitor, and I didn't love Aslan anymore, and I no longer wanted him to be back. And in doing that, I deserved death, because I'd handed myself over to the White Witch. But Aslan, as great, as magnificent as he was, he laid down his life for me so that he would die and I would be set free. I was very sad and very grateful. But unlike me, if I was captured by the White Witch, I would never be able to live because I was not powerful enough. But now, as the White Witch, she thrusted up a sword in the air. She closed the curtain of death upon Aslan. She walked around the rings of death. But then we realised that Aslan had a greater power. And Aslan, whoosh, there he is, came back to life. And whoosh, the White Witch was defeated forever and ever and ever, and Aslan reigned on high in Narnia, and everybody was free, and we could have Christmas again, we could have the summer again, and we lived happily in the land of Narnia. So please make some noise for Aslan! Woo, we go crazy! Wow! The White Witch is defeated forever. Aslan can go back and sit on his throne. My name is Edmund. Thank you very much for listening. Have a lovely, a wonderful day and a magical, special Christmas. Thank you very much. Music fades off, doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, and it's about 8 minutes.